Hi, morning. Um, we're going to finish the primordial Qigong. This form is designed for this basic uh, training in the for that. So, so you start with 3 Dan Tian, and you can separate them in 3 sets. Okay, 3 Dan activate 6 direction and 3 Dan Tian fire. So the important part is the palm, because palm, the human palm or finger is very special. We're creating everything from the brain and the hand and the hand. So the vortex is the key. So you is I so when you see the vortex in the fingers, we separate into 2 sets. One set is blue, one set is red. So all the Tao practice is the intention, a good intention. So the intention is, if we're going to be understand more, is you train your mind power combined with the eye power, combined with the heart power. So when you can combine this, you have a very good intention power. And the intent pass the chi, it make things happen. Okay, so so that is, you have to do every day. It takes very little time, but now we make it very simple for you to understand, and it's very easy for you to get energy. And the other part is when you have good mind and good heart and good chi, you are affecting the energy, because energy, so we say chi inside, we call bioelectromagnetic, we call inside chi, and the outside chi, electromagnetic power. And they're not aligned, but your good chi, bioelectromagnetic power, they are more alignment. So when you move, your good chi help align the chi outside. Now this alignment chi are very similar with your bioelectromagnetic power. So in the cosmic healing, that is in the 3rd week that because we start the healing. Summer is a healing week for the Tao practice, and you started to learn how we call in the Tao they call pulling the silk out of the air. Actually, the West has also discovered that there are a thread-like structure. They are very dense structure. And the Tao, they talk about pulling the silk out of the air. You're pulling a silk out of the space, you know. So when you see people doing qigong, they spiral. They really feel that, hey, I'm pulling some silk. So they call the silk wrap around the bone. We call silk wrap around the bone and turn them to steel. Now, when we gathering all this good qi, now the next thing is we need to bring them in to the navel. So the solar plexus is where you can generate the golden light, the yellow light. And when this yellow light, golden light, you use the mid eyebrow is very important because this is the center that gives order. There's the E power. So you charge the navel with yellow light, it close. Now, if you want to open it, if you want to open it, you use the blue light from the mid eyebrow, focus, fill up the navel. Now it started to open. Now, we born from the universe. Our umbilical cord have a connection to the universe. Now, when we born, our umbilical cord also have connection to so many people. So you have to train how to open and close. Sometimes you don't want to be connecting with too many people. It's just very simple. Just focus the golden light in the solar plexus and close the belly button. Close it. Okay? Now, sometimes some people have a lot of connection to a lot of negative people. And that is very, very bothersome to us. So we said, I cannot cut this connection. I cannot, because the navel open and you already have a link and you have nowhere to go. Only when you put a yellow golden light, you can seal them. This is very important because we We want to this world have connection. And the people that involved with us is always a connection into the belly button. So we're going to be, I'm going to go to the whole form with you. So 3 parts. You can do 1 part or 2 part or 3 part. 3 part a little bit long. You have to understand one simple thing. The E power, the E involved with the mind, eye, heart, and chi, the E power. So the whole key, what we are doing here now, in these 4 days, is opening. You make a road, or when you have a road, or we have a circuit, or we have a channel. So all you do now, you need is energy, or chi, or water, to flow into the channel, in the canal. That's all. So once you get it, all this channel, you just feel energy coming in, light coming in, and that's all you do. That's all you do. You don't have to do any. If the power plant producing electricity, and everybody have electricity wiring or wiring. When the power plant have power, everybody have light, energy, and electricity. That's all. You're not going to check the wiring and opening. Oh, I have to open my wiring every day and check all the electricity wiring all the time. No. If as long as they can flow, that means they're open. That's it. You let it flow. And that's all. But you spend time now to opening the channel. You need to spend time to opening the channel. So you're going to be wondering that we learn so much every day. Yes, I opening the channel for you. I make a circuit for you. Once you get the circuit flow, all you do is electricity go in and it flow to the channel. You don't have to do much. I do every day. I just sitting there or touch my navel or just opening me and just receive energy. And all I do is let it flow and let it flow. That's all. Okay. So what we're doing so far, you say we have the Dantian fire, kidney fire, heart fire, so 3 fire. And we're opening, and yesterday we learned to opening the mid eyebrow, the back, the head, all this energy center. So now today we're going to work on, we start again from the crown, straight line, from the mid eyebrow to the back, to the throat to the C7. So we have mid eyebrow, and you feel our energy go all the way to the back, and intersection with the top line, and you bring energy down your nose and your nostril, and down to your throat center, and down to the heart center. And the intention is energy go right through from the front to the back, from the front to the back. And the important part, you have a line from the top, the intersection, and that's where you can locating the exact point of your energy center. And the solar plexus, and the navel center, and the lower dantian, and the sexual organ. So that is what we're going to do. So now, you know, in the way of the Tao practice is we go this way. We're opening the back channel, that is the spinal cord. And when it come up to the crown, it coming down to the front channel, we call the yin channel. And that is connecting to all major organs. And from there, now we started to do the alchemy. So the energy center is very similar with the Indian chakras, very similar, but the Tao call a cauldron. It's an alchemy process. So we have perineum, we have the lower dantian, and the solar plexus, heart center, and throat center. So you have all these things into the center line. Okay. Okay. So that is the, but you need to open it, we call the ring around the city. So it's an orbit. So the orbit start from here and spin, spin, spin. So we call the orbit we call infinity, eternity, infinity, no end. And when it comes down to the perineum, it's become a figure 8. So it comes down to the perineum, it's coming down into the figure 8. So the figure 8 is also the eternal and infinity sign. So this is the so this is the figure 8, or we call the bigger orbit. So so that is a pattern. Once you understand the pattern and how you to open it, and energy will start to flow by itself. Okay, so let's do it. Now, keep intention, when you do it, you're aware of it and intent. You are working on your lumbar and you feel energy flow into your lumbar. At least, do it 9 times. So a good idea number 18 or 36. Now reverse direction. All these simple exercise, you make it become a habit. It's just like anything you want to learn, you want to practice, you have to do it, become part of your habit, become part of you. For me, I think this is very important for me. So I do it. Every day I do it. That's all. I do it. But I think it's very good for myself. So second is a pump, it's a pump. And reverse direction. If you sit too long, you need to stand up and move your circle. Because you sit on it, it causes a lot of trouble. Now hitting them, that's what the Tao always said. Hit them every day. Rub it warm because so many nervous system there, and it's a pump. Now neck, I tell you, no matter what you do, you have to do the neck every day. Because so if you have a pain on the neck, you block all the blood flow into the brain, and your brain going to start to get trouble. And all you do is spiral your neck. Very simple, It very little time. You spend so little time. Nine times. Reverse eye. Eyes. Eye is also important. If you don't move your eye enough, and because the blood have to go to feed the eye. Figure 8. You start on the left. When you hear click, 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 that is normal because you don't move enough. So a lot of people complain that they hear because you don't move it. So a lot of calcium or anything is settled down in the neck and causing a lot of trouble. Now, crane neck. Now, turtleneck. And rest the smile, feel your neck. Tongue really affect the brain. When your tongue getting hard, cannot speak, the brain started to get slow. Nighttime reverse. Let's do the sparkle breathing. And we're going to do the first 18. Eventually, you build up into 18, 27, and 36. So inhale. And we're going to do the kidney sound so we can get the cold energy out. Inhale. Intention, you see? Intention, very important. So when intention, you want to get rid of the cold. And as I show you that when you blow your hand, when you make your mouth around and you blow, it's cold, okay? Now, heart is hot. So you see, you put your hand here and you do the hot sound. It's hot. So how the Tao figure out that way. And it's a way to releasing cold and excess heat. Okay. Breathe deep is very important. Breathing deep. And exhale. Hold your breath. Activate your diaphragm and cranial. If you at least you try to hold it to 30 seconds. You can exhale a little bit, inhale. Now adjust your breath, inhale regulating your breath. Inhale, exhale. Feel diaphragm. So conscious aware your diaphragm because this is your muscle of life. So you're breathing in. Pubic cranial. Very gentle breathing. Let's do the second time. Now, we're going to be using the heart sound because the kidney sound held the dantian fire and kidney fire because these two center is below. Is below. Yeah. So the kidney sound will take out the neck a cold, wet, and now your dantian gonna get warm. Yeah. And you feel it every time you do it, especially when you do it, you drink the hot water. Drink a glass of hot water. I mean, it's not very hot. You can drink it. That's all. It's not so hot, you know. And when you do all these things, and you feel your abdominal warm, that's it. The hot water also help you, and the practice is helping you. Now, heart sound. So when you do the heart sound, your intention, you want to let go the angry fire, impatient fire, hastiness fire, hatred fire. This is all fire. It's a so the angry fire burn the town. You know, it can burn the whole town. The angry fire. So inhale, heart sound. Now exhale. Hold your breath. Now you eventually you build up to 60 seconds. When you need to breathe, exhale, inhale, inhale, exhale, and one of the students sent me this one. I liked. That means we already have that. That means it's exactly proof that the embryonic breathing, the Tao have this embryonic breathing many thousand years ago. Okay, and so they discovered that in the nasal sinus. Okay, so in the nasal sinus, there are they have a nutrients called nitric oxide, and this one is a signal to the cells to the artery, so make it soft and relax, and can be greatly reduce the plaque. And and throughout the years I teach, many people ask me that breathing through the mouth. I say no, you can breathe through the nose, but you have to breathe. You can exhale through the mouth. And this one they prove that when you have because it built that way, and when we breathe deep, a shallow breathing. Okay, this is shallow breathing. Now, when you get deep breathing, it activates the nasal sinus, and it also activates the olfactory nerve. And the olfactory nerve is activate all the thalamus, hypothalamus, and all the left and right brain, and pituitary and pineal gland. And when you hold, especially the technique they do, if you exhale and inhale, exhale, and you hold the breath, you pinch the nose and hold the breath, and hold as long as you can. Now you feel a pressure on the sinus, the nasal sinus. Now it stimulates this nutrient to stimulate. But when we're breathing very shallow, now when we are young and healthy, we breathe. We breathe, right? So now, but when you don't have enough nitric oxide, all the plaque up, the blood vessel, all the plaque. And that's what causing all the heart attack, all kind of problems we have. And this one I give credit to. So the credit is Dr. Stephen Lim, and he's a Chinese, must be the Chinese doctor. Lim, yeah. Because the breathing techniques is what the Chinese, they very emphasize on this. Okay, so very important part when you can aware of yourself, because all the plaque, all the death, all the heart attack problem, everything, brain block and everything, because all the breathing, you don't breathe deep enough, and you don't learn how to hold the breath. Sometimes in a day, you're sitting there, you can do just exhale, hold. When you hold, it helps stimulate the nasal sinus and helps stimulate the olfactory nerve. Okay, and you breathe. So all you have to do is do about 5 times, morning, afternoon, evening. This is 5 times. It takes you only not even a few minutes only. And this is also part of the embryonic. When you hold your breath, so the secret formula is actually no secret. The secret formula is when the normal breath stops, the embryonic breath started, or primordial breath start. And but the formula, if you don't explain and take you over to practice, you don't get it. It's an open secret. That's all. Okay, so that's why this is more longer practice. So you can see the beneficial that is very good. You do it, I tell you. You know, when you do all these things, your immune system, your qi, because all the immune system need qi to fight the war. Army need energy, qi. Because so many people now so emotional because we hear too much about the COVID and make people afraid, you know. When we are afraid, the immune system going down. But if you see the rate, maybe 10,000 people caught COVID, but the dying rate is not that high. Okay, that means a lot of people can recover. And that is the body, now the energy. And Qigong is the best of the best to boost up your immune system, the energy. We call energy. Okay, so now spend some time, you know. Sometimes you say you know time, but you have time to later on you can have time to get sick, you know. Vortex spinning, separate yin yang, and Tai Chi spinning. Feel Chi. Mind and intentions, mind. Now we feel Chi. Now, when you train for a while, everything becomes linked with your intention, and the Chi come very quick. Put your hand down, spiral. 1, 2, 3, 4. Align the Chi. Your good Chi affect all this non-aligned Chi into the alignment. Now, gather the Chi, condense the Chi, inhale, go down, gather the qi, and fill the navel with blue light and opening it. So qi can entering and qi can go into the belly button. It's a pathway and you feel it. It's a very strong qi going in. Now, I do each one. Okay, inhale, gather the qi in front of you. You can do 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. Three. Gather the qi, slowly align the qi, gather the qi, condense the qi. And mind, intention, and the practice. Touch. Blue light, open, and the qi can go in. You feel warm all the way to the kidney, all the way to the lumbar. It's real. It's it's not only the imagination. When you get qi, you feel good, and you like to do it more. Extend your hand very far away to the back. Gather the qi, condense, and touch the door of life. And feel the door of light open. Qi go to the door of life. And it go up to the kidney and urinary, the ears. And this one also is the digestion fire. Now, sing, extend, charge your hand. We're going to charge the whole hand first. And we separate, emphasize in the 3 fingers. Now touch the side of the heart and feel your finger extend into the heart, activate the heart fire. With good intention, you feel qi, you feel energy, you feel something there. Hold your hand. Heart fire burning. When you get rid of the angry fire, hatred, impatient fire, now the heart will burn loving, happy fire. Grateful, and thankful fire. Now, borrow, backward, and combine with the kidney fire, An fire, and combine all together. We can do 3 times also. That 3 times and feel Tan fire burn. Once your intention power are good, you think about it and it happen. Now you use very little time to you get it so quick, you get it so quick. Now we're going to opening the scalp. Chart the whole yin yang, and after that separate, charging the fingers, 3 fingers, 3 fingers. Okay, 3 fingers. Yeah. Now gather the chi, touch on the back of the skull. You penetrate all the way to your neck, to your spinal cord, and to your lumbar and sacrum, coccyx and sacrum. And the crown, touch. When you chart, you have to learn how to recognize that your chart, and when you open is the chart, and you need, when you feel that my hand had not enough chi, you chart them again. That's all. The hand is a very flexible battery. Actually, the bones like crystal can store chi, can charge chi and store chi. Now, let's chart again. Sometimes I just get a quick chart. That's a quick chart. And I feel chi, vortex spiral, chart my 3 fingers. And touch the mid eyebrow. Project the chi from the front to the back. The intention through energy go right through your brain to the back. And the intersection with the top line all the way down to perineum, and it cut into it. And that is your very important brain center. Now move your hand like a laser cut off your scalp and touch on the left and right ears. Make a line from the left to the right into the middle and into the center. Intercut with 3 lines. Also 3 lines intercutting together. And that is, once you get this a few times, you can really find your location very, very simple, very easy. Now, touch the mid eyebrow. We come move to the forehead, touch, and we're going to pull the forehead, opening the heavenly eye. Inhale, pull. Feel the heavenly eye open and the heaven open. Light shining into your brain. Again, touch, pull open. Heavenly light shine into the heavenly eye. One more time. Open. Again, you chart. If you stand too long and you cannot, you can sit down. Chart. I like the Tao. It's not fixed. You can stand, you can sit, you can cross leg, you can lay down, you can kneel down. That is any position you change the chain and you feel chi. That's all the whole deal. If you don't feel chi, whatever you do, you don't get it. Now, gather the chi, pour the chi down to your crown. Now, tongue up, press harder up to the palate. Now, slowly guide the chi down. Now, press your tongue up harder, press it up. And brush the chi down from your mid eyebrow down to your nostril, nostril, down to your nose, down to your palate. 1, 2, 9 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the tongue up, press hard. Feel energy. The tongue like switch. When you turn on up, you press up like switch. And feel it flow down to your tongue like electricity go to your tongue. Down to your lower the chin and down to your throat. Down to your throat. And the energy go right into your thyroid, parathyroid. Down to your thymus. Coming down to the heart. So from the throat you touch. Project the chi all the way to the back, the C7, the big hammer. The intention is true. The energy goes right through you. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Feel chi go 9 times. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe chi from front to the back, from back to the front. Nine times. Down to the heart center. From the tip of sternum, come up 3.5 centimeter, heart center. Intention, project your finger long, penetrate from the heart center to the back, T5 and T6, thoracic 5 and 6, between scapula. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 9 times, from front to the back, from back to the front. Now, solar plexus. So light energy go right down from here. Heart center slowly down, down. Just guide them down 9 times into the solar plexus. Tongue up, and if some people you already feel chi come down from the tongue and to the solar plexus. Project your finger very long from the front to the back. Solar plexus to T11. Now, breathe them in front to back, back to front 9 times. Light coming in, light go through. Now, navel. Navel, from the navel to the back, door of life. Through, from the navel, go right through the door of life and make them connect. Interacting with the middle line, and that is your Antian center. So you have, we have yin yang. So the energy storage is like yin, and the fire yang is the fire below. Now below the navel, touch, and that is the Dantian, lower Dantian, the fire center, where you store the fire. You store the fire. Make a line from front to back. And the sexual palace is above the pubic floor about 2 to 3 centimeter area. So okay, now we opening now. So there are two lines that we're going to bring the energy up from. So we're going to start in the Dantian. So we go in the physical part moving, and after we're going to sitting down. So we're going to start with the 4 Tai Chi spinning. So touch the navel, below the navel, 4 Tai Chi spinning. Activate 4 Tai Chi. Just spin. You spin it until you feel the chi go to the back and to the lumbar. And it seems like energy started to move. Just smile and spin. Mm. Mm. Now we're going to spin the chi ball in a Dantian 9 times. 1. Your leg lay down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like chi ball spinning in your Dantian. 7, 8, 9. Now bring the chi down to perineum. You sink down to it. Inhale. Contract the perineum anus and slightly roll your eye roll up the coccyx and cecum and guide the energy up the spinal cord to the crown. Hold for a moment. Exhale, tongue up, and going down, guide the chi down and to the perineum, contract perineum anus and up to the coccyx. 2, 3, 4. Eye is the key. You close your eye, but you look down. We call the sun. The sun. Eye. So you're looking down, and when you contract, and your eye follow, and you guide the chi up. 3, 4. Up. Eye roll up slowly. Eye guide the chi down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to sit down now. We start with smile. Rock your spine, smile into your brain and your brain, your neck, your spinal cord, down to the coccyx, lumbar coccyx, cecum. Smile. Tongue all the way up. Now smile to the five major organ, the heart. We call the front line. Heart, store love, joy, happiness. When you have enough heart loving fire, it's shining and radiant. Let it shining radiant out to the spleen and pancreas. And let it shining radiant out to the lungs. It's, you practice and with good intention, you really feel your organ receive energy, a loving energy, loving fire. And the kidney, let it shining radiant out from the kidney, from the heart to the kidney. Kidney connecting with the bladder there's one set of system in themselves, kidney and bladder. Now liver and gallbladder on the right hand side under the ribcage. And we're back to the heart. Now you can drink some hot water or you can get the saliva. Swallow down to the esophagus and feel it flow down. When you're pushing down, it goes down to the stomach, flow into the duodenum, smile, and continue feel it flow into the small intestine. So you smile in the small intestine and into the large intestine. This inner smile, you can separate it to practice anytime you want. Any situation, you just smile. Usually when you work, you are too stressful, smile and rock your spinal cord and smile to your spinal cord. That's all. That's it, Because when you have emotional or stress, your spinal cord is stressed first and your brain is stressed. Now, when you have emotional, the heart, the organ, if you can smile to the heart, radiate out love, joy, happiness, and let it radiate out the organ, a lot of emotional just disappear. Now, aware your dantian and the three fire. So all your practice now going to be used in here. It's happened with your E. So I wear my dantian fire, kidney fire, heart fire, and it's there. It just happened with the mind. with the intention. Now, below the Dantian, for Tai Chi spinning. So I'm going to let you spin. Just you spin. Spin until you feel Qi started to move. And we're going to guide you. Tongue up. So I give you 5 minutes to spin. Sometimes you can spin. Sometimes I spin a longer time. Just spin. Breathe and smile and spin. Tongue up. Don't forget the tongue up. Smile. The Dantian warm and kidney warm and lumbar warm is the indication that the power is enough. No? Don't pay attention to those things. Just pay attention to spinning on the floor. It's a power plant. Pay attention to your power plant, and the rest you get energy. When you spin Qi, violet light come. Now violet light come a lot now. Now the energy it may go up to the spine. Now you see when it happen when I feel a lot of Dantian Qi and my feet, it happened by itself. When it sometimes happen, oh, I feel my feet activate, earth energy come, and so the Tao describe them as a swimming dragons and a fire dragon, a yin and a yang. So it coming up, two dragons come up, and it's vibrating me, it's vibrating. And they're causing each other in the spinal cord, all the way up to the brain. And that's what the famous all the pole in China, they all have the dragon wrapped around the pole. They always a pair, negative positive pair. Now, the indication is the energy up to the brain and the light coming in, and the tongue started to feel vibrating. Your tongue up, you can press So you press hard. You press hard to your tongue. Press hard to the palate. Press up. Press and relax, but still connect. So do 9 times. Press, relax. Now you feel the whole sinuses and the nose and the tongue become one line connection. Now we're going to use the mind guide. In the beginning, you can use your hand a little bit, So inhale lightly. Inhale, exhale down to perineum. Inhale, lightly contract your anus and pull the energy to the coccyx and sacrum. And inhale, eye roll up, look up. Eye all the way look up to the crown. Exhale. Tongue, feel guide energy down the crown, the forehead, the nose, your tongue, to your throat, all the way down to the navel. And the second round. So go on yourself 9 times. We're going to do 9 times. We rest. So 4 sets, 36. So inhale. Eye roll up, look up. Mind. In beginning, you can use your hand, but later on, it's the intention. Move. Feel chi moving inside you. Always keep your dantian fire and Tai Chi spinning in your dantian because they're the generator. When you 9 times rest and start again 9 times, 36 times, 4 sets. When you finish, you still back to the Dantian and let the more qi you flow in, and the more qi in your Dantian, the more energy flow by itself now. Because you have the channel open, it just flow through the whole channel by itself. So pay attention in your Dantian, focusing the energy. And the orbit will be spin by itself. Light coming in, color coming in, tongue vibrating. Let it happen. Don't worry about it. Let it happen. You just mind, and then relax, mind, relax your mid eyebrow. Violet light come. Violet light is a transformation light. It's a fire. Now collect energy. Man clockwise 36, woman counterclockwise 36, and reverse 24. Feel chi store inside you. Rub the hand warm. Rub your face upward. And forehead. Now rub your eye. Close your eye, but very lightly use your soft part of the finger, lightly rub the eye, left and right. Increasing the blood flow and chi flow into your eye. Rub the hand warm, cover the eye. Smile into the darkness. Now, can your teeth? 9, 1836. Now, get the saliva. When you meditate your tongue up, a lot of saliva come out. Gather the chi, we call the elixir. You gather the chi and mix them into the saliva. And this, the Tao, we call it the cosmos. Actually, you chew the saliva and oxygen come in, nitrogen come in. Liquid nitrogen, this is liquid nitrogen, liquid oxygen. Now, you swallow Tao. So the Tao believe that this saliva mixing with oxygen, nitrogen, a lot of chi inside there, and this is turned to we call instant energy. So you turn down 3 times down to the navel. Now, because they have, it's just like liquid oxygen. The West also making that quite expensive. I carry them before, you know. It's the one bottle is $60. It's a liquid oxygen. So this is the best. If you needs all this energy, oxygen. Okay. So, and you rub the stomach and it burn into energy. Now, rub your ear. Ear is so much involved with the whole body. So, rub your ear every day, give you a long life. Lightly tap your head. Your neck. Tap your heart. Tap the organ. Lightly tap your kidney. Sacrum. Hit it down to the leg. And hit your leg, very important. Your bubble spring and the palm. So the Lao Gong and the bubble spring, the Yongquan, yeah. together. They said too hard, too extra hard.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
I tell you, hit your leg every day. It's this is the longevity practice, you know. The longevity practice. At least, at least 50 to 100 times, you know, that's what they are. Usually they require sometimes 300 times. Our feet, you know, you don't take care of it is crazy, you know, because you stand and you walk on the feet and you don't take care of it. We take a 10-minute break.